Hi, I'm Bruce Madden and welcome to Impetus. David Murray's Financial System Inquiry has just given its imprimatur to the notion of enshrining the term financial planner under law. So what impact does that have for the future of professionalism in Australia? Joining us on this program is the current chairman of the Financial Planning Association, Neil Kendall. Neil, the FPA has a message of standing beside all Australians to improve their lives. Is that claim provable, do you think?
We definitely stand beside Australians. Every decision made at the FPA is about what is the consumer impact of this. Is there a consumer benefit? Will consumers be better off? So I think you can look at the decisions that we've made, the policy positions that we've taken, and every one of them says put the consumer first. So I think it's a very provable claim.
Okay, so that's the yardstick then for all of your endeavour?
All of our endeavour is about putting clients in a better position.
Yeah, and what about trust, Neil? Do you think that consumers have begun to trust financial planning more?
I think consumers have started to trust financial planners more. I think there's still a long way to go on that journey. We've had to deal with a number of scandals, but what that has done is establish in consumers' mind the need to look for something they can trust about financial planners. And I think the big thing that now is really starting to resonate with consumers is the certified financial planner brand as someone they can trust for financial advice.
Now, the Financial System Inquiry has just given its endorsement to the notion of enshrining the term financial planner under law. What is your reaction to that recommendation from the Murray Inquiry?
So the FSI recommendations are really a huge positive step. What this does is bring financial planners around the country up to the standard the FPA has been setting for quite some time, and the government has delivered the things that we've asked, enshrinement of the term financial planner. So now when you see someone that's a financial planner, you'll know that they are.
Was it absolutely necessary, do you think, that you needed to enshrine the term under law?
Absolutely. It's very important, the enshrinement. So we need to set an expectation with consumers when they go to see a financial planner, they'll be properly qualified. The FSI recommendations say that a degree qualification is appropriate. We have to make sure then that the people that hold themselves out as financial planners actually have that degree qualification, do the ongoing professional education, are accountable to a code of ethics. So this is really important, not just for our members to endorse what we've been doing, but to bring all those other people out there. We only need one planner to go off the rails for the reputation of financial planning across the country to be impacted.
And do you think, Neil, this will help set a positive future course for the profession?
I think in the 30 years, this is the most significant change that I have seen in terms of a positive difference for our profession. That is a huge benchmark for us.
Do you think, when you reflect on Australia's standing globally, can you think of any other country or nation that has similar legal requirements around financial planning?
Having just been to the Financial Planning Standard Board International meeting, it's very evident that Australia is the benchmark for everybody. People looking into the future saying, where is our financial planning industry going to go? They're pointed to Australia and told, have a look at Australia, have a look at a profession and think about how you're going to get there, because we're all on the same journey. But Australia is very much seen as the flag on the hill for the future of financial planning.
What is the number one characteristic that you think helps define the way we do financial planning in Australia as leading the world?
I think the number one characteristic is the focus on consumer outcomes.
Yeah. What does the future look like? What's your level of optimism about the future for financial planning as a profession, Neil?
I'm very optimistic about the future for financial planning. We are in a fantastic position. We've got now world-leading standards. Australians can expect to get the best advice in the world, and we now have to build that trust with those consumers. But bringing the entire financial planning profession on the journey the FPA is on is going to make a massive difference to consumer trust and engagement with financial planners going forward.
Right. And do you think, generally speaking, that the members and other practitioners are receptive to these messages from the FPA about being world leading and professionalism is the future path. Do you think that has resonated for that particular cohort of people?
Look, I think the professionalism journey for our members particularly is one that they're actually passionate about. They don't have to be members of the FPA, but 11,000 people have chosen to sign up as FPA members, voluntarily pay fees, improve standards, be subject to a code of practice, be subject to disciplinary proceedings because they believe it will give their clients a better outcome. So I think people are very engaged.
What are the moments for you that really matter in what you do and in your passion and endeavour?
I think for me, Bruce, when I talk to clients initially, we talk about their goals and objectives, and we take that incredibly seriously, sometimes more seriously than the clients themselves, but it's fantastic to reach those milestones, to be able to retire comfortably, to have the holiday house, to put your child through university. Those are things that make people's lives. And so the ability to help them, to help the lady in the wheelchair to recover her life and to get a reasonable standard of living and an income that she could survive on, to help a lady with brain cancer to get insurance to get a claim paid that she didn't even know she had.
She didn't have it, yeah.
When a client rang me and said, our son's been offered a scholarship to MIT, how do we pay for it? To know that there was a solution to those things, they're the moments you get up for. That's what it's about.
I wonder now whether you can project forward for us into the future and give us a vision in your mind of what the profession looks like in say, 10, 15 years hence.
The future, I think, is very exciting for us. We are defining what that future looks like now. Financial planners are professionals. They will be seen as professionals in the community, and they will engender that same level of respect. And we will find that our peer group are the engineers and the doctors and the lawyers in society will be seen as the peer group for financial planners. So I think it's an exciting time. Financial planners will be sought out and respected. I can see in the next 10 or 15 years where it's much like a medical specialist, that people are happy to wait to get in. This is something that is really important in your life and you value it. So I see a real change in consumer perceptions as professionalism in financial planning grows.
Well, Neil Kendall, thank you very much.
Thanks, Bruce.